We're back on the couch. Cheers.
Cheers. It's been a while.
On the couch.
Oh my gosh, wait, when was the last time? Was it Manhattan?
I think it was right after Manhattan. Because I know we talked about Stad. I remember talking about Stad.
Well, I apparently just skipped September. We'll talk a little bit about October. And then into November. And then we have Santa in the Sand and Kristen's birthday.
Oh, I was like, what's next?
I always forget about that.
Good old birthday. What
I'm
am
so
I gonna
excited.
be? You're 20. I'm gonna be 28. Oh my gosh.
She literally can't remember how old she's going to be until she says, "Oh, you're 28. I'm 27." Pretty soon, you're gonna be like, "Oh, you're 28. I'm 28."
Yeah. 28. Oh my gosh. I just took my first sip. That's so tasty.
I knew she was gonna say tasty.
It's so tasty. I've been crushing my lattes. I got out of it, but now I'm like, all right, it really takes like 1 extra minute to steam the milk.
And the beans are from?
The beans are from Magpie, which that is like one of Taryn's favorite Baton Rouge spots, if not her favorite. But anyway, we also have a lovely little
basket of surprises.
Basket of
shoot, I should have made a little
goodies
label for it.
Not really goodies. But the first thing we did announce last week, Sand in the Sand registration is open December 6th. So get signed up early. People like to wait to the last minute. For our sake, it would help if you signed up early. So find 3 other people and get your butt in the sand in Kenner at Coconut Beach. And
if you can only find one other person, then you can play cornhole too.
There also is cornhole, yes.
There's also a cook-off. There's also just coming and hanging out. So if you can't find a team, if you can find a team.
That is true. It really is just a fun day. Oh, we're also, again, doing our clinic in the morning. So bring the kiddos. It's only an hour, but still good time. Bring the kids. Stay after. Really is a good day. Hopefully good weather. Fingers crossed. But we did, if you saw one of the videos, we were wearing a fun shirt.
You ready?
And if you come to the event, actually not even if you come, this is the tournament shirt. I'm going to put it to this camera too.
It's so cute.
You can put it to your camera. It will be on our website to... Glad that was a good hold up.
Well,
it'll be on our website to purchase. So if you can't come to the event and you're like, wow, that's a really cute shirt, you can go online and get it. It really is a very, very cute and I think very executed design.
Again,
shirt.
All of the money coming from this is also going to go back to the kids. So if you're just trying to find a way, you can't be there, you can purchase a shirt. You can purchase a gift from their Amazon registry. Or from the Amazon registry that we put together for all of their Christmas wishes. There's lots of ways, but we would love to see you out there. We would love to have as many teams as possible, and just the more the merrier.
The more the merrier is right. But we can't stress this enough, how much it means to us. Sand in the Sand, year 5? Oh my gosh.
It is this important to us. Nearly every year. This is the event that causes us the most amount of, I would say, like bickering and back and forth, because it is so important to both of us that it causes a lot of stress. But it is 1,000% worth it.
Last year, because we do have like a team behind the team.
Yes.
And they helped us a ton last year. And that's kind of, this year they've taken a lot off of our backs in running it. So huge thank you to our team behind the team. You know who you are. Next, chat about Newport Beach.
Oh, I thought it was going to be in a basket of fun.
No, we'll save that. You have to watch to the end.
Oh.
And this you're going to want to see, so stick to the end.
You know when the eyebrow goes up.
Newport Beach, first tournament back in America in 8 years. What was it? No, not 8 years.
It was just a long time.
2018
Way
was
too
the last
long.
one. Wow. That
I was playing
nice.
indoor. That's how long it's been.
Well, that's kind of wild to think about.
So it was very special. I know that it was kind of thrown together really quickly and added late, and I know that some people were upset about it. I get it. But
there
I
were
also,
some hiccups and whatnot, for sure.
The fact that it was in America finally. Like, wearing USA in USA is so special. And it was an AVP on steroids, just for like the level
I feel like we
of-
did both. We were like, it's like, we feel like we're playing an AVP, but this is an international event.
But it was so fun actually knowing people and getting to talk to them. And I mean, I feel like America really showed out with like having everybody come in. How many teams did we have?
But,
it was like 9 or
there was a lot of teams.
10.
Every
or something on
women's
the women's
qualifier
side.
team
Yes,
was
it's
an
amazing.
American team. I think though for me it really was. I feel like the way we view AVP, especially post-Olympic AVP, it's like, oh, we're just going, like, AVP is just our time. We get to play in America. There's no pressures. You don't have to worry about points and everything. And I feel like it was so weird with Newport. I feel like I took that, like, feeling and mentality, like, into Newport. It was just, like, so much chill. Because, again, we said so much how it did not feel like an international event. And I feel like that did make it easier to just go out on the court and just be like, we're here, we get to play beach volleyball, like, you look over, there's the ocean, I don't know, that's, for me, that's where I was kind of at.
Yeah, no, and
nice.
having people there and, like, not only just fans or other players that you know or other players' parents that you know, and just getting to chat with all of them and having a huge USA backing and having all of our med staff there. And we're not out in California, so we don't get to see them all the time. But they really are such great people. The massage therapists, the PTs, the chiros, the director, AT, everybody.
I do feel, people ask, I feel like I get asked a lot. USA, whenever we travel internationally, they provide, there's an ATC that goes, and typically a PT or a chiro. Just so you know, like, when we go on the road, we are able to get treatment and stuff like that.
Not all countries are.
Yeah. But the tournament is supposed to provide an ATC, I think.
I think one medical.
The fact that we don't even know is that's how lucky we are that USA does to every single Elite 16 event. They travel at least one staff member for the most part. It's typically 2.
Yeah.
But just so you kind of know how that all works.
Yeah, and then for World Championships, it's even more.
Yeah, like
and
more of the staff comes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But then, which was the best thing about Newport, and winning makes things more fun. But the 4-man event, getting to be on the same side of the net, we've said this, if this is the first time you've heard us say this, then you're not following us on social media. Because we have said so much how fun it was to get to play with Meg, Therese, and Louisa.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely hysterical. I mean, if you just watch the games, you saw us laughing. We were legitimately laughing at ourselves, at the jokes, like everything, and it was so much fun. All of those girls are so amazing. Louisa was absolutely hysterical. She was cracking me up left and right, and she just balled out. Like, she was 100% MVP of the team of the weekend. She hardly sat out. Thank you, Louisa.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
I think it was funny going back because it kind of, I feel like 4-man is so much kind of like an indoor thing that, like, you get a point, you celebrate so much. We are so, like, we get a point when we're playing doubles, and it's like, cool, ding, all right, let's go back to serve. Yeah. Or it was like the most that, I'm surprised I didn't, like, lose my voice.
You
from,
did. You
yelling.
were cheering so much. Even Eric said that he was like, you guys scream a lot when you're all together. I was like, wow. It was like an indoor vibe of everybody coming together and, like,
I feel like just
patting
when you
each
have
other
a
on the
team
back.
Like that, you're like, yeah, like,
it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a blast. Again, winning does make it more fun, but I really did. I just had so much fun.
And we could have lost, and it still would have been like, this is so fun.
But then everybody after the event, they were like, oh, come on, what are you gonna do? You just won the 4-man, and all of us went and sat together, and we were kind of like talking about the day, all 5 of us on the 4-man team, and then we were like, can we go to bed? Because we were all just so exhausted playing.
Yeah, for us and then Meg and Therese, we played the max amount of games in the tournament, and then Louisa played the entire, pretty much 4-man day, and she was getting set just about every ball. That was my bad.
Crushed it though.
But
we did it.
Someone just keeps scoring, you just keep going.
Feed the beast.
So yeah, we were definitely all exhausted, and then we had a very early flight.
And it was like
morning.
8 p.m.
Yeah.
We were all so
My body was ready to be done.
Yeah.
But we did get to take a nice little break after that because we are ramping up for World Championships.
Which is the final event of the year. That is what everybody was kind of going for this year. That was our biggest goal, was qualifying and doing well at World Championships, which is in Adelaide, Australia. And it's going to take us 1.5 million years to get there, but we are very excited. We love Australia because that is where we got to start our careers together. When
I was thinking about that, it'd be kind of cool if where we started and then where we won our World Championship was in the same place. I'm just saying. Also, wait, to clarify again real quick, World Championships is different than World Tour Finals.
Yes.
Two different things. World Tour Finals was just the top 10 teams going, and it was basically a huge prize purse. World Championships is more of the like prideful, like in a beach
World
volleyball person's career, you have Olympics, World Championships, and then I guess World Tour Finals, even though, because they don't have a World Tour Finals this year. That was just 4 years. We don't even know if it's ever coming back again.
I would love for it to come back again.
But World Championships is every 2 years. So that's why, again, this is like huge, very prideful event. There is a bigger prize purse than like a typical Elite 16 event.
But there's also more teams. It's just way longer. And what is it? 13 days? 14 days?
I don't know.
It starts on the 14th and ends on the 23rd, I think. So yes, it is much longer, but yeah, it's very important. Very, very important. And each country can only have a max of 4 teams. So you could be in the top 12 teams in the world, but if you're not in the top 4 in your country, then you can't go. Like, that's just absolutely insane to me.
Yeah. We haven't even talked about this, but what is your like, are you like nervous going in, or are you like, here we go? Or are you like, man, I feel like we're supposed to podium?
I usually don't. I always tell you when I get the butterflies. It's like the day before we check it. It's right when we check in.
We're recording. We leave in less than a week, in like 4 or 5 days. But yeah, we still got a little time until we play.
Yeah. So I know that we have this week, and then I know we have next week of like training while we're in there, and I will let you know my answer as soon as the day before it happens. Because when we check in, that's when it starts to get real. What about you?
I'm just excited. I feel like I'm not. Yes, in my head, I'm like, we can be at the top of that podium. But I'm just excited to kind of continue off of Newport and just playing, and I feel like kind of carrying that over the 4-man of just like, just go freaking have some fun, like ball out. If we win, we win. I think we talked about after Newport, like, I think it depends on how we lose. Like, if it's like they played well and we just like didn't execute, fine. But if it's like
we beat ourselves,
then I'll be a little.
Yeah.
But
I do feel like October is usually like September, October, especially in the beach volleyball months. I feel like those are the 2 hardest months because you're getting through season, and then there's like a little bit of a break in May, and then June, July, August are absolutely insane, and then September your body starts to feel it, and then October your body really starts to feel it. It's like, no, you still have a couple of months left to go. But I do feel like re-energized after Newport and just having like a new mindset, and it's been good.
But you've now made it to sort of the end. We'll still talk about some things, but I'm just too excited to reveal what's in this basket.
So usually, if you see our mismatched outfits at international events, it's because we literally do not get to pick what top we get. We are at warm-ups, we find out right there, and they're like, oh, you're wearing yellow? Let's give you red so you can look like McDonald's. That'll be fun. But when you are at World Championships,
it's very similar to the Olympics, how you get to design your own if you work with the apparel, if you work with your apparel company. And last World Championships, we honestly didn't really know that, and we were a little too late to the ball, so we just had to wear the tops that they provided. But this year, with Slunks, again, we were able to design, and you have to, again, it's supposed to be a predominantly red, white, and blue, very similar to the Olympics, and you may be like, wow, they look very similar to the Olympics, but they were different designs. So, you can let us know which one is your favorite. I have a favorite. I'll reveal that at the end. I don't know if you have a favorite or not, but was it good?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, which one are we doing first? I guess the top one.
You go.
I'll get through the bottom, you get the top.
Okay.
I don't know how it's going to work. We'll show it to that camera, and then we'll individually show it to ours.
One.
This is the white. Wait, Gabby. The white. So, we were like, when you think about America, I think about July. I think it was honestly in July when we started doing it. So it was like July 4th, fireworks. Woo, fun. Also, if you look very closely, in darker like gray, it says United States all across.
So we don't like straight white bottoms, I think for very obvious reasons. So Kristen had the idea, like we said, we totally get to do absolutely anything and everything that we want to do. And working with their designer, it was super fun because you just get a blank slate and it's like, all right, white suit. And we had the fireworks initially, but then it was just too white. So then Kristen came up with the idea of having like little small print of United States, which I just think is absolutely amazing because I love our country and playing for them is just the biggest blessing ever. And then we have red and blue straps on the back.
Also, if you turn it around to the front with Taryn showing, Scape is a sponsor from Australia. It's like the World Championship sponsor that had to go on there. I showed this to my family and some friends, and they were like, what is Scape? It's not a new sponsorship of ours. That is with World Championships.
But if you do want to sponsor us, let us know.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Next.
1, 2, 3.
The red. Oh, I didn't show it to this one. Red bottoms. Again, kind of the same as far as we did. We went with color and then some, it's like shadows, I guess. I don't know.
Next time we should actually video how we came up with everything.
You say that every time, I think.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then why don't you do it?
It just would be so long.
Well, we could speak of it.
But
no, I think this one's my favorite.
I'm revealing mine at the end. But super cute. Think it's fun, especially if we play like a night game or something. Feel like the red will pop. Oh, you took the top again. Oh, sorry.
I thought we were just keeping it the same.
Be blue. Blue.
I love this color blue. I think it looks so pretty. It looks great on TV.
Obviously, you have the stars.
Huge
Also, very subtle. There's some gold outlines in it, just because gold is always on the brain. So a little small detail in that. But these are our world champs suits. We're super excited. However, it will be cold in Australia.
So now you might see them, but then you might not.
But you also may be able to get your hands on them, one of them, at Sand in the Sand. So come to Sand in the Sand. But we're super excited about it. Huge shout out to Slunks for making it happen and getting them to us before we head out.
What is happening while we're in Australia?
Great question, Taryn. On November 11th, we celebrate. Oh, wait, was it 5 or 6? 5? We celebrate our 5-year anniversary of playing together. So, what are we doing?
And yes, we do celebrate this because, well, probably more because of me, because I like to celebrate milestones and Kristen can share less. But
she does like her birthday, everyone. April 10th, if you're really.
All right.
Mark it down. Setting an alarm.
But I also love other people's birthdays.
She also likes her half birthday too.
That was funny. No, I tried to convince Eric that every single year since I was a little kid, we celebrated our half birthdays. So I needed a half of a cake, and it was like the biggest joke. But he thought I was serious, and it was so funny because he was like,
"You guys
are
for sure
crazy."
Think that is serious because you absolutely are like my birthday We're celebrating.
No, I am not.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Anyway, for November 11th, when we are celebrating our 5-year anniversary, which is a very big milestone, we are going, well, we'll obviously be in Adelaide. And when I was just doing my searches, because Kristen finds the food places usually, I'm more of like the coffee shop things. I don't know. We kind of, you do a lot of research. Anyway, I found this place where you can go and you can make your own jewelry. And I thought that was so cool because I love when things are one of ones. So we are each going to go to a jewelry making class and we each get to make our own.
It worked out very well. The class is not on the 11th, but it did work out well that our pool play games, there's one day where we have an off day and that is the day the class was.
Yeah.
Worked out perfectly.
It was meant to be.
So we'll see. Hopefully we keep our fingers intact. It looked a little hardcore. They did say though in big print they were like you do not
need to know anything. So that's why I'm not worried in the slightest because I feel like you can just be like I want this and this and they would do it for you too if you needed help.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited about that. I think it'll be fun. I'm obviously very excited to go back to Australia too. I held a koala last time and I was playing with the kangaroos and Kristen absolutely hated both things. So I don't know if we're going to be going back to something like that. Are we going to go back to something like that?
You come. I'll just sit behind the fence and watch.
But they're just so cute.
I touched it was a koala? Is that what you said?
She went like this.
Yeah, I don't.
But they just
animals freak me out.
They just claw onto you and you just hold them and you're like a tree.
Yeah, their claws are like yay long. Just like.
Anyway, I might be holding a koala again if time allows, and Kristen will be driving on the wrong side of the road.
Yes, we're renting a car. This is the first time.
I'm actually scared about this.
I'm a little nervous, but we'll be fine.
I'm thinking maybe we should cancel it.
It seems like Adelaide is a very small little town. I can't imagine we're gonna be like cruising on a very congested interstate. Like it's just gonna be back and forth. We always, I feel like, are like, man, I really kind of wish we would have had a rental car just to be able to like bebop around. We'll be fine.
We usually walk places. Like we usually walk everywhere.
But that we were told some of the Australia guys were like, it's pretty spread out, so you probably want to rent a car.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
A little bit. But anyway, you've now watched us for around 20 minutes. So
sorry. We'll leave.
Thanks for listening to us chat. And now we have to hit the gym, which it is monochromatic Monday, but Taryn is not in monochromatic.
I'll go change.
But anyway.
I thought that was for practice.
It's all day.
I usually don't follow that, but whoops, I will.
And I have one more sip. Cheers. Pristine Caffeine with Taryn and Christine. Out!